I just started the recording, just so y'all know.
Pew pew.
So don't
It's
tell me
still
your
intense.
deepest, darkest secrets right now. Okay.
Shit, is that what we have to do today?
that's the oh shit, I didn't get that out yet. That's the
Well, I
thing.
have
That's the
to
game today.
Carefully think, because I have
your
family that
deepest-
listens to this.
I know. I want to start off with telling my story about when we were live. Remember? When we were live?
Oh,
And the
no,
drunk
I
Uno?
don't. I don't remember.
Yes. I so I got so fucking drunk at Jessica's house playing drunk Uno that I went to my brother's house, who he works 2 jobs. Okay, he sleeps 4 hours a day. I go to his house while he's sleeping,
Oh
and
no.
he was so sweet about it. He's like, he's so sweet. Hi Terry, sorry.
Which is
He's just like-
Alyssa's dad.
Yeah, it's Alyssa who's joining us today.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't like really intro.
Yeah, we haven't.
We're just
We haven't.
we're not like recording yet. You know, this is just banter.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alyssa, who will be joining us today,
Yes.
is my niece and my brother Terry's daughter. That is
Wait.
how she is my niece. But Terry, yeah, so Terry is the one who, like, he gets 4 hours sleep. He drives an hour to work every morning and then an hour back, has a nap, works a night shift. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, I woke him up.
Because you're such a good sister like
I'm
that.
such a good sister. But he was so sweet. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad you had so much fun and love hearing you
was
guys."
fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We had a few people pop in, so that was good.
Yeah.
A few
And you-
people said hello.
Pronounced all their names wrong.
Well,
Yeah.
that was the joke.
That's right. That was your thing, right?
Yeah.
That's a word.
I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Your stick? Your shtick? I
Yeah.
can't pronounce
It
It's a
became
word.
my shtick. The first couple times I was just doing it because I wasn't sure if I was reading it correctly, and then I just did it with like a name that was like easily readable, and then it just became a joke.
Oh my god. I put too
What-
much alcohol. It's ugh.
Okay, well, once we like officially start, then we'll do what we're all drinking.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
so
Don't worry. That was just
yeah,
disgusting.
so
sorry.
Alyssa, so the way we normally start the episode is we start it where Dawn will generally ask like what we're all drinking tonight. We're gonna do that after we introduce that we have a guest.
Okay.
So who wants to introduce Alyssa? Like, do you want to do this spiel again, Sonia?
Sure.
Or
I can-
or do you want to? You can just like say like, or whoever introduces her just says like Alyssa, and then Alyssa can introduce herself.
Sure. Alyssa can introduce herself. I think.
Yeah, we can do our turns. Yeah.
You
Well,
just
we
say
don't have to
hi.
all like
Yeah.
ours
I
are
just
in the
realized
intro.
that the second
Yeah,
I was like,
ours
wait,
are
we
all in the
already
intro.
recorded.
Okay.
Oh.
When we start, I'll introduce all in Alyssa. Alyssa, when I introduce you, you just say stuff about you. Don't worry about
Okay.
fucking. Yeah, don't worry about fucking up. If you
Okay.
really fuck up, just add a pause because it means I can edit it out.
Okay.
And then just say whatever you want, however you want to describe yourself.
Okay.
And then Dawn can ask,
What's
drink.
everyone drinking?
Yeah. And we can start with Alyssa right after you, and
Okay.
then me, and then Sonia. Like
We should.
that.
Whatever works.
Does
We
that
should
work?
start us. Yeah.
Oh no, go Sonia. What were
Oh no, I was over talking you. I got excited. You finish your thought first.
No, that was my thought. That was my thought. My
was
thought was
just-
just the starting, and then once we finish drinks, then usually you take over with the
Yeah.
game and stuff. So that
I
was
I was just
my
so
printer
excited.
just started. Hold on.
I was gonna say we should play a game for the YouTube. Every time we say you have to edit it out, Jessica, everybody has to take a shot.
Perfect. We'll add that on with every time Jessica burps, you have to take a drink.
Every time
Uh,
Johnny
along with-
coughs.
Along with the word, which by the way, actually no, I'll say this when you introduce the word. The thing, because
yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's funny. It's jokes. Okay.
It's jokes. It's jokes.
Okay. Are we all good?
Yeah.
We can start. Ready?
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm trying to remember how our intro ends, so I know how to like lead up into it. But I'll just go. Now I'm on the spot. Okay. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Opinionated Lushes. On today's episode, we have a special guest, Alyssa.
Hi.
Tell us about yourself, Alyssa.
She's so nervous. It's okay.
It's okay. What brought you here?
The bathroom brought her here.
Jessica, edit that out.
That's for
No,
the
keep that
YouTube followers only.
Take a drink.
Take a drink.
Oh, why am I here? Well, I loved the show from like the first little trailer bit of when you introduced of like this is the show and what it's going to be. I'm like, I love it. I want it. I want in. I love it.
So she's in.
Yeah.
I
And
love
now I'm
it.
in.
That's
And I'm
right.
nervous as all hell.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll blend in.
That, yeah.
And you are related to Sonia, correct? Because
Yes.
we believe
He's
in
my aunt.
nepotism.
That's right, maybe-
Nepotism is how you get on the show.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, no one of us.
Nepotism. Yeah. You got to be part of the family. We
Yeah.
bring
It's
you
not
on
what
up.
you know. It's who you know.
All right, guys. What's everyone drinking?
Jessica usually goes first, but Alyssa,
Oh,
since you're the
yeah.
guest.
Alyssa is the
Right.
guest.
Me. Oh, I don't know what to call it, but it's strawberry daiquiri, Rockstar vodka, a Rev vodka,
Swamp water.
Swamp
basically.
water.
Yeah.
Sonia's
So runs in the family is
Yeah.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I did swamp water 2 times ago, and it was not tasty.
Mine just tastes like a super red drink.
It tastes like bread. Awesome.
It tastes
I
like
love that.
red.
Yeah.
Somehow it's weird that like we all know what that tastes like.
Yeah, we all know what
You
red
know,
tastes like.
you're like, hey, did you have some blue? And you like get that taste, you feel it. You're like, oh
blue.
yeah, no, blue,
Yeah.
I got you, you know?
I like the blue. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm doing the same thing because I am not going into stores right now. So I can only get the alcohol I can get delivered, which is usually brewery beer. So Collective Arts again.
Yay. They should like maybe sponsor you. If you're
Yes,
listening,
Collective Arts really should. I'm embarrassed at how much I've spent there. Like,
Yeah.
because I'm always like, just try it. Like, this is, they have a limited edition IPA. I want to know, and I don't even pay attention. I like drink it, and I'm like, oh, this probably tastes good. By the time I'm drinking it, I don't care.
Nice.
Yeah, you
Sonia?
spent so much money on there. They should at least give you some boozes, like point system, something.
Merch. I'll wear some
Yeah.
merch.
Merch. All right, I'm just drinking guava juice and vodka.
Ooh.
Guava. It's actually put too much vodka in. I'm actually not a big vodka drinker, but
That's a lie.
I drink a lot of vodka.
I was gonna say, what did we drink on the live stream?
It was vodka. No, that was rum.
Was it?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it's vodka.
it's vodka. No, I poured that from a bigger bottle. It was white rum.
You poured a bunch of white rum into a 2.6 of vodka.
Listen, it was a gift from my father-in-law. It was a very, very big bottle.
This was
Yeah.
full when she came
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, and it was.
And we
poured it.
almost finished it. We were real close.
Take a drink of it. Tell me if it's vodka or rum.
I can smell it and tell if it's vodka
Okay.
or rum.
All right.
It smells like nail polish remover. It smells like vodka to me.
So
But
it is vodka. I don't that it is. The point is, I got a big giant bottle. I
so
thought
it's
was
a
rum.
mix of vodka and white rum is what I'm probably
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah. We're gonna say it's a mix. I dumped it. I was being recycled. No, what is it when you repurpose? There was only a
No,
little bit
you were
left.
being recycled.
My words suck so bad right now. So I was being a good person, reusing a bottle and filling it up. So I made sure I had enough.
But now we don't know what we drank.
No, we don't. The point is, my drink now is too strong. Then we go back to
I
that.
guess we should get the ball rolling before you get too far gone. We haven't even gotten the word yet.
I know. All right, Dom Marie.
I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm actually having a Neocitrin because I have a sinus infection. So just right after COVID, just getting sick again, just over and over. So
Never healthy.
no,
have fun with
never,
that.
never.
Never. All right.
We'll start a secondary podcast called Never Healthy, and it's just
Never
whenever one of us
Healthy.
is sick, you're just on that.
I'm gonna be
one- on
hosting
that
a lot
show.
then.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Okay,
I'm
go,
just gonna be the
Sonia.
main host.
So Alyssa, what we usually do is we get a statement to talk about, and then we have a drinking word. You've listened, so you know. Make sure you follow the rules, or you won't be invited back again.
No, I won't be a part of the cool kids anymore.
What
No.
rules?
You have rules?
Right. We have rules.
yeah, we don't follow them either. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm scaring the girl.
Yeah. No.
I'm an outsider. Gotta be. Oh my God, what's the word?
Stay gold, pony boy.
No, not that.
No one else got that reference?
Oh my God.
No, it's the
I did.
outsiders. Yeah, no. Stay golden, pony boy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is the statement. Well, not statement, question, icebreaker, whatever. Who has impressed you the most with what they've accomplished?
Like out of
And-
us or
No,
just
no.
in the
Life
world?
in general.
Oh, okay.
In life. And then the drinking word is ever.
Okay.
Okay, speaking of drinking words, the last episode we did, the word was like, and no one stopped using that word. I feel like we actually managed to use it more.
Oh no.
I feel like it was on our brains so much that last episode, that's all we say.
I don't think we put a drink down. It was just constant chugging.
Yeah, I think we're just drinking the whole time just because we knew we just couldn't stop. Like it was an addiction.
Yeah, we just
We
knew.
just can't. We accepted defeat last week, okay, guys?
Just defeated. But it was a good defeat.
Yeah.
It
I
was
mean,
all
we
right.
had fun.
Yeah, it makes being on vacation on in-laws fun. I guess.
Okay, so it was someone that we're impressed with.
Yeah, who has impressed you with what they've accomplished? Like, who did something in your lifetime or not in your lifetime, I guess. Let's broaden the horizons. Somebody who impresses you. Shania Twain. But don't that just came into my head.
Hey, Shania Twain got cheated on by her husband, and then her husband was cheating with another woman who was married, and then Shania Twain got with that girl's husband, and now they're happily married or whatever.
That's good for her.
Yeah. And Shania, after her husband left, she stopped singing for a decade because she just couldn't breathe, apparently, when she was singing. Because of anxiety and stress and stuff from all of that. That's why she stopped singing for a while. And that's why her coming back, Queen.
I didn't even know she left. I just been listening to her music.
Yeah,
She
she
didn't
didn't release anything for perform or nothing for 10 years.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, I haven't
Dad.
started listening to her, so
I haven't stopped.
yeah,
I didn't
the
know.
repeats.
Yeah, I guess. But there's so many that retire to have kids and families and stuff. I didn't know.
All I know is feel like a woman. That's it. Feel
Oh,
like
my
a woman.
you don't know whose bed have your boots been under? You know? Yeah. No, my
Now we're
I
all
don't
having
know any of these.
karaoke.
Alyssa's like, I'm way too young.
I know them. I'm bopping along. I just don't know.
I don't know the words.
my favorite meme is Shania Twain singing her song, and then it's Brad Pitt, and he's just huh? Because it's what did I do? Because Brad Pitt don't impress her.
Right. Oh, did we say ever? I'm gonna say we did.
Probably. I'm just drinking.
Yeah, we tend to just just drink naturally throughout. But if we catch someone saying the word, sometimes it's fun to be like, "I gotcha."
Yeah. Pew pew.
Yep.
I still can't think of a person.
I know. I'm like,
Okay,
every
I
person.
got one.
Okay, you go.
My husband. Okay, now which I complain about a lot on here. Hold on.
So
I know. Because when I got with him, like we were young, we were super, super young. He was 15, I was 16. I got pregnant at 18, so that made him 17. And right away, he took responsibility at 17 years old, got a job, we got an apartment together, and he hasn't left me. Like we're still together. And I'm 35.
He hasn't left you. He hasn't left me. He impresses me because he hasn't left me.
The
No.
bar
What
is
impresses
on the
me
floor,
is that he was
but
17 years
that's
old,
amazing.
got a job, and took responsibility. It's really hard for a 17-year-old to do that.
He was a kid and did more than some adults do.
Yes, that's where I'm getting at. Like, he raised the bar for these teenagers that have sex with other teenagers. You know what I mean?
I know. Like, I got pregnant at 18 and my baby daddy's not involved at all. He's not even my son's legal father anymore. We did that paperwork.
Yeah.
We all have practice, right? My first, he's a dish butter. So my oldest is the person who helped make her is not a good person. He's actually a terrible human being who rolled 20 on charisma, so everybody loves him. But he's an actual garbage human.
Yeah.
Throwing that out there. You're a garbage human.
Hey, it's fine. You're allowed to call people garbage if you have evidence.
I do have evidence.
Because it's not libel at that point.
Like, abandoning your kid is garbage.
Yeah.
Emotional abuse is garbage.
Garbage.
Don't abuse your kids.
Yeah, don't.
And don't like give expectations you can't meet. That was always my gripe. It's like, if you want to be part-time, just like admit that. Be like, this is what I want. This is what I can handle. This is what I can do.
Which is fine.
Like, it still makes you garbage depending on what it is.
Right?
But
at least you know you're garbage.
Yeah, at least you're honest about it. You're not lying about it. You're not trying, and it actually will help with the emotional part because the expectations are there and they're being met. It's when you say you're going to do all this and do all that and be there all the time, and then you don't show up when you're supposed to, and the kid's left waiting on the doorstep.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, ugh. Yeah. Because, like, when I went to court with my son's father, he had moved out of the city we lived in, and he didn't drive or own a car at that point. So between court dates, he couldn't really take any visitation besides like 1 week, and it was like a few months apart. So to help with that, he was basically scheduled court order phone calls. Now, I offered him every Wednesday. Okay. He asked for every other day. Cool. So I said, sure. If you can make a phone call every other day at 7 p.m., sure. He made 6 out of 36 phone calls.
Yikes.
Which would have been one phone call, like a little less than one phone call a week, but it would have been about one phone call a week. So I'm like, I knew what you could do. You tried to overshot it, and now you just look even worse. So
yeah, he was trying to look good, but then it backfired and made him look worse because he couldn't do what he said he could do.
Exactly, and I feel like that's the worst part about it.
Yeah,
I find so from my experience and my oldest child's experience, don't lie for them. Like I got to the point that my oldest is like, I am kind of mad at you because you set me up for failure because you would always lie for him. Like I would always say, oh, he loves you. Well, I don't know if that's true, but like he loves you. He's just busy. He's busy. He was never that busy. He just rather do whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, he's working, whatever. And then so it got to the point where she's like, well, I would have known beforehand that he was a piece of shit and I wouldn't be so heartbroken now. So if your baby's father isn't trying to put effort into it, for your kids' sanity and future healing, don't lie about it. That's
Like, don't lie, but also don't
lie.
Well,
don't
yeah, don't over
totally trash them
exaggerate.
and like 'cause
Right,
when they're
right.
young, you shouldn't involve them. But at the same time, I do get it. Like when she got a little older, then you could be like at 10, be like, okay, well, he hasn't called because I just haven't heard from him. I'm sorry. I don't know why he's not calling. And just leave it at that. You don't have to be like, well, he's with his new girlfriend. Like you don't need to put that emphasis on it.
Yeah,
But
I did age appropriate honesty. So
Yeah.
depending on his age at that point was how much I would tell him. So in the beginning when he was young, it was like, well, your dad doesn't have a car. He doesn't live here anymore and he doesn't have a car. So, like he just needs a car. And then
Yeah.
as it got, the phone calls and stuff, it was be like, okay, well, we have to see if you'll call today, but not he's going to call today or he's
Yeah.
not going to call today. It's like, well, we just have to see. We'll wait, we'll see, and if not, then we'll have a snack, and kind of move it on from there. And now he's 12, and he's like met him like after the adoption, they had dinner and stuff, which I set up, and he's still like, yeah, I don't like him. He's just like, I don't like him. Like that was enough. I was like, okay, I won't set up a visitation again. That's fine.
My oldest also has like a learning disability and autism and anxiety, and like she would never grasp that. Like why wouldn't he want to hang out with her, right? Like there's no age appropriateness to that. It's black or white. So it was too late, right? Now that she's almost 20, she's like, you know what? I'm finally seeing that he never loved me the way I needed to. So I'm actually very proud of her. She confronted him. And she's like, never talk to me again. So like, that's really good. That's really hard to do. Like having toxic parents and like not being able to.
I'm 31 and I'm just starting to deal with it.
Yeah.
And it is hard. Like, I will not lie. That shit is hard to do. And I'm 31. So like doing it like by the time you're 20, like that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any input there, Liz?
No, maybe, yes.
She's like, I got so much input. I don't know if I want to say it though.
Exactly.
Well, then you can always move on the conversation if you have someone that inspires you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess. Terry, aka Mafaja, the wonderful man that pumped me into the world.
My brother.
Yeah, yes, your brother.
My brother. From the same mother.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, just of the effort he puts in for his kids. And, well, me, as an adult, I can still lean on his shoulder and cry and be like, I don't want an adult. I need a supervisor. Help me. And he's all, okay, sure.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, he's
like, I'm jealous. Like, my inner child is like seething. It's like, oh my gosh. I need one of him.
Right?
I like the theme that it's like men who stepped up. Like that.
Yeah.
That's a nice theme. I like that one. I'm gonna.
But you kind of detoured to like shitty dads at one point. I know, now we're getting back to good dads. Like
I know. I want to get to
the
balance.
Circle. It's all a circle, right?
There's definitely a balance. There's not just shitty dads. There are good dads.
Good dads. Good dads.
Yeah.
Like my.
Sorry, I'm just gonna add one thing, and we also have to realize like our definition of good dads is very, very skewed as well. Because like a dad being involved, considered a good dad. Yeah. A mom being involved is considered the bare minimum. Yeah. So just for our listeners and all of us as we get more tipsy, remember good dads is still just, systemically the definition is variant and much approves of men over women. Okay. Go.
Yeah. Go.
My standards are actually pretty fucking high when it comes to listen to our last podcast. Who's most likely to love Kyle? No,
this wasn't our last podcast. That was like 3 podcasts ago. But yes, listen to that one.
Not all Kyles are Chads. Yes. But I wanted to put somebody who's inspired me I want to say again, another male role model is my oldest brother, one of my oldest brother, Kenny, who raised me when my mom was going through stuff. Like my mom ended up with like undiagnosed depression, untreated, and she actually became neglectful for a little while. And my brother Ken was like, he's still to this day raising kids. So after he done raising me, my brother Ken, my sister Natty, he's helping raising Alyssa, and then Natty's kids as well. So he's like a really good uncle. Like he's the fun uncle, but like
Oh, yeah.
he will be like, "You're being bad. Stop it." He's stern, but so much fun. Like he's great. Yeah, that's the last of people men.
Well, that was
inspire
like my poppy was like he never like believed in like spanking kids, which is like revolutionary for his age because he's my great grandfather. So like. But my family just kept having teen pregnancies. So, that's how I got to know my great grandparents. And like, he is like, I always was like the way he loved his, like my great grandmother, my nanny, the way he loved her was always something I was like, I dreamt about. Like they were together since like they were teenagers. And he was like in World War II and all this crazy stuff. But they did everything together. They traveled the world. They were part of like the curling team. They did ballroom dancing. Like the week he passed away, they danced like the day before like he passed away, just because and he wasn't talking at this point. He had like 7 strokes. Like it was. He had a lot, but he was still able to get up and dance. He just couldn't speak, and it was just they got pictures of it, and it was beautiful. And I just always was like, man, I hope I could find someone that would love me like that one day.
Yeah,
because you just don't see that very much in men, and especially like the way men are portrayed in the media too. Like you don't see that. So
that's definitely some like Notebook like movie theme.
But the Notebook is awful. Like
I know.
He was a stalker. He was emotionally abusive. He was a manipulator and a liar.
He was so bad too.
Like he forced her to love him in the most abusive way, and then she's like losing her memory, and he's like, "No, you still have to remember me. You still have to remember me. I don't give a fuck." Like, and I'm just like, that's the ending? Like, how is this romantic?
Like, where's their kids? Like, they have kids and stuff, and
I don't know. The Notebook, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. And people will watch that and be like, that is a romantic man. And I'm like, no, that's an abuser. Like, that's just what it is. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
and now I feel that I'm happy that I've never watched The Notebook.
That's right. You're not missing
watched
out.
it like once. It's not as good as like, okay, so I don't like those type of movies. The Notebook, what was the one with Rachel whatever and
something Rachel.
I'm talking about Rachel
McAdams and what's his name? Channing Tatum. What's that movie with those two? And
the memory loss one.
Her memory, huh?
That's a true story.
Okay, I don't care.
I never saw that one.
I don't like the movie, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Didn't like the
I'd
movie.
rather just watch 50 First Dates because at least it's funny.
Yeah.
That was, I don't think that was Adam Sandler's best.
Well, no, Adam Sandler hasn't been his best since the 90s.
Yeah, like if you say Wedding Singer, I'm like, I'm on it. I like that, but anything. Yeah, but anyway, I don't like those types of movies. They're unrealistic, so.
I don't like romance movies. Just like I don't like romance novels,
I like rom-coms though. Like if they're comedies, it's great. Then I love the romance behind it. Romance has to be funny, or it's not for me. If it's all serious and I don't know, it's just if I don't like it, then it has to be funny.
Okay, here's someone that inspires me based off that. All those actresses who now make a living looking like every other actress in those Hallmark Christmas movies. I'm so like this is really random, but like I love a good bad Hallmark Christmas movie. It is, or anything related to that. I always go on Netflix and look at all the like those rom-coms. Totally. Christmas Wedding Planner, chef's kiss. So good. So good. Like I won't spoil it for you, but one of like the members of NSYNC makes a guest appearance. I'm just
It's
saying,
Lance.
so good.
No, Joey.
I was gonna say
One
it's
of them.
Lance
Yeah,
because he
Joey.
makes a guest
Joey.
appearance on everything now.
I love
Joey.
Lance so much. He
Lance
is my
Bass.
favorite NSYNC person now
Shout out
and
to
for
Lance
always.
Bass.
Yeah, Lance, if you want to be on the show, just
Yes,
email us opinionatedlushes@gmail.com. But no, and like I used to want to go into acting. I mean, I still would. Like if anyone has a movie deal, like I would be in it. But I don't know if I would be able to do acting like that because I don't think I would be fulfilled. Like you're
Fulfilled?
because you're the same. Like they're all the same character. It's just it's women just looking similar, but different women playing them.
Yeah.
And like I guess any job like that, any person. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna broaden it. This is my niche, but
Broadening.
then I'm gonna broaden it to like for everyone.
Okay.
People that have to work jobs that they fucking hate. I am inspired by you.
Yeah,
I used to be that person. I used to have to do that. So like I get the
Fast
grind.
food. Everyone
And
in
some
the fast food industry.
Oh my god.
Special-
Retail,
Retail.
factory,
Yeah.
healthcare now,
Oh god. Teachers.
fucking EAs,
Post
any
workers,
woman dominated profession.
Yeah.
Women. I most women.
Yeah.
Not Amber Heard, but most women.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about her. The turd. No, we're not talking about her.
I love how her name rhymes and like all the memes coming out of that. Like you set yourself up for that. Like
Yeah, I mean she
why'd
did
you
shit
make
in
it
a
so-
bed.
why'd
She
you
did
make it
shit
so
in a bed.
bad?
So.
Like-
But
Like-
don't, because if I ever have a something come out in the media, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Jessica fart," and then we have memes about it.
Well, don't purposely
fart in
fart in
someone's
people's
face.
face on
Yeah,
purpose.
you're
It'll
good.
be fine.
I'm gonna Dutch oven someone.
That'll be your thing. That'll
That'll
be
be my thing.
That'll be your
Your
domestic
story.
violence crime right there as you Dutch oven them.
Yeah, and I don't let them leave until they smell it all.
crispy afraid.
Yep. And I'm gonna make sure I eat tons of spicy food right before.
Whatever burns his nostrils. But that won't hurt that you too.
No. You like your own farts.
Do you?
No, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt to do, is what she said.
Oh, I thought you said, "Wouldn't that hurt you?" And I was like,
yeah,
"No,
hurt you
why
as in
would
hurt
that
your
be
butt.
fine?"
Like,
No, I have
Your tummy?
I have stomach pain all the time. Like,
Right,
how am I
like,
going to
yeah.
differ that pain from my anxiety?
we're in
stomach
our
pain?
30s, Sonia. Like, other than Alyssa, we all know that pain.
She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
She's like, what? I'm gonna have
I know
stomach
it a
pain.
little bit. I'm
Wait,
only
how-
7 years away from 30.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
only
you're a
7.
baby.
Only
Like,
7.
I'm 7 years away from being 40. What? Like,
Oh my
Aren't you more
goodness.
than that?
no, well, 6, 5, almost 5.
I thought you're older.
I'm 30 for turning 35 in a couple months. Okay, no, I'm 29. Okay, let's back it up. 29.
Sweet. I'm now the middle child.
People who inspire me, people who are naturally decrepitly old but don't look it. That's inspiring. The natural, yeah, like you,
The fountain of youth drinkers.
right?
You're not inspired by them. You're inspired to be them.
That's
Yeah.
right. I want to be
Yeah.
them. That's,
Yeah.
I want to be 50 and still look 35.
I want to be Jane Fonda.
Which one's
Yes.
that one?
Baywatch.
Baywatch. I don't even know. I didn't watch
Yeah, I
Baywatch.
think Grace and Frankie.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that either. If it's not like
Wait,
Stargate,
didn't Jay Font didn't she
Or-
do like Baywatch?
Probably.
Maybe
Oh, she
something
did
else.
she did workout videos. Like you could work out with Jane Fonda
oh,
and stuff
okay.
like this. But she was also an actress, and she also did a lot of protests for like the Black Panthers and stuff, and got arrested a lot for that back then. So, and now she's on a show called Grace and Frankie on Netflix, which is great.
Oh, bye, Alyssa.
Oh,
What happened?
Who kicked her out?
I didn't touch anything. My hands are here.
Bye, bitch. See you later. she'll join again.
misrepresented. She miscounted her data, and it was all just like done. You're off. You're cut off.
Just bye.
Oh no.
Well, if she pops back in, I'll just like let her back in. But for now,
It's just us
Alyssa's
again.
in the abyss.
I'm like sweating so fuck. I'm having a hot flash, guys. Like, menopause is not amazing.
No,
It's like the worst thing. I have like it's minus weather outside. I have the window open. There's no heat on. Got my jammies as low as they'll go.
if
It's
you're
just, like,
having menopause this early,
I'm almost
usually
40.
that's what? Yeah, but no, most menopause doesn't start till like later on.
I come from a family of not good genes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like my genetic disorder has a specific thing that will cause perimenopausal symptoms in your 30s.
Yeah. I don't
So
know what I
I'm
have.
just saying there might be an underlying cause there.
Listen, I seen so many fucking doctors and nobody knows what's wrong with me. They're just like, well, listen, this is your family history, so maybe this is what you have.
I got lucky. I only got lucky because my kid has epilepsy, which is unlucky. But
Not very
then,
lucky.
But then lucky my kid like has a disease. Like that's
Yeah.
awesome.
but he ended up having to get genetic testing for it. And one of the things came up with like a genetic illness that only travels on the X chromosome. So he could have only got it from me.
Aw, isn't that
So
sweet?
they tested me just to get my numbers. But yeah. So, you know, he got a gift. He got it from his mama.
Aw, isn't that
Aw.
so sweet? I give my kids
Genetics.
autism.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same.
Oh, man. If only I had known.
That's right. Like if I
Oh,
could
I
see
know.
to the future, I'd be like, no, I'm not reproducing. That's not something I want my kids to go through.
Okay, so someone that inspires me, going like I feel a little cheesy saying this because Dawn already said it, but I would
Sorry, I'm
also
so sorry.
say my husband because I mean how we're talking about, you know, not so great baby dad. I mean, I don't know how he is now. He has like 2 other children. I kind of know his second baby mama, but I don't like we don't really talk a whole lot. Oh, Alyssa's back.
Yay, we missed you.
Yeah, my phone overheated because I had the laptop on. I was using it as a stand. So like my phone was like inches away from blowing itself up. So yeah, that was fun.
Oh, it didn't melt?
Surprisingly, no, not yet.
If her house gets set on fire, you can watch it all on YouTube on Saturdays, where our unedited episodes will be aired.
We'll find out. Stay tuned.
But I was just talking about like the comparisons between my baby daddies because like I talked a bit about my first baby daddy. And he has 2 other kids. I have not talked to him in years. So I have no idea how he is with those other kids, you know. And there's sometimes there's flukes, you know, they fuck up with number 1, but their new family is great, is thriving. I don't know.
No, once a garbage person, always a garbage person.
Still a garbage person,
Yeah.
but he might be a better person to his current children. I don't know. I don't want to speculate.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you moved on.
But I
You
moved
know.
on, and so now my current husband had like the fact that like he had no experience with kids getting together. Like he had never dated someone with a kid. Like so it was really nerve-wracking for him to enter that relationship. And then he had dreams of being a musician and wasn't making money at that point. So you know that adds a whole other layer there. But you know, like we've been together almost 9 years, I think. And he legally adopted my son. You know, we have our daughter together, and we just managed to create this life like out of thin air almost. It feels like it's like night and day from the situation I was in with one person and the situation I am in with another. And so I guess like people that lift people up inspire me.
Yes.
Which is also my husband.
People that like help other people.
Yeah.
Is my jam.
Okay, I got a question for you guys based off of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that specifically, but the whole people inspiring us. You know, we started with Shania Twain. So my question is, if you could have dinner with one celebrity, living or dead, and you can define what celebrity is, because that can change for people.
Yeah.
who would it be and why?
Stephen Hawking,
Ooh.
because he's a fucking amazing genius person.
Okay.
that is
just
why.
like, right there,
Fucking
right there.
Stephen Hawking.
Hit the button.
Yes.
Hit the button.
He's so amazing. There's like no one as smart as he is yet. Like, why not?
Why not?
Like, why?
No. I'm not saying it's a bad answer.
There was a
I'd be-
lot of like answers unanswered, questions, theories unanswered. Like, not fair.
So would
I
you
want him
want
back.
to talk with him, or would you just want to keep him at the dinner table to finish out his theories before he has to
Right.
go?
He can't
Like-
cross
like-
over.
do you do you actually want him to talk with you, or do you want him to just finish everything that he was meant to do before he passed? Like,
Both. I want.
okay.
I want him
So
to
you
tell
want
me all
like
the
a
answers.
week of
Yeah,
dinners
I
with
need a
Stephen
week.
Hawking. Okay.
Yeah, not just one day. Just
All right, what
brunch.
about you? What about you, Alyssa?
Ooh, childhood icon for me, Will Smith.
No, who you want to have dinner with? That was
It's Will Smith, I assume.
Will
Yeah.
Smith. She wants
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Wait, she wants to have dinner with her childhood icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will motherfucking Smith.
Smith.
There we go. Good. Yeah.
I
All right.
slapped
I
because
misunderstood. That's
but then
right.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth, guy. Yeah.
no,
him.
keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Fucking mouth.
There's a remix now.
Listen, sometimes people, like, in my opinion, comedy isn't funny if you have to degrade somebody. I never laugh at a joke if it's putting somebody else down.
Yeah,
Never.
Yeah.
you punch up. You punch up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Does it like the government? Make all the fucking jokes you want about the government. Like, they need to be knocked down a few pegs.
Also, the joke wasn't even good.
It
Like,
wasn't.
How many people know, like, have seen the movie G.I. Jane in the past 15 years?
Domri, have you? Not Domri. Alyssa, have you seen G.I. Jane?
I think
No.
so, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Probably
say
not.
probably not.
You know what? I haven't
Yeah.
watched
Oh
G.I.
my
Jane.
gosh, I had it on VHS. Like, it's one of the
I didn't.
reasons. Like, I was like, oh, I get to shave my head. Like, very, because
But
it's a very
such an
big
old
moment in
joke
the movie.
too. Like, that was going around when I was a kid, and it wasn't that funny either. It actually put people down, like Sonia said. It
Yeah.
was meant to make you feel not
Like
pretty as a
garbage.
woman.
Well,
Yeah.
and the basis of the joke, because the movie is all based around a female that joins the army, and she's the only female there, and she has
Yeah.
to prove that she can keep up with the men, and they don't believe her, blah, blah. So finally, she shaves her head, and that's the moment where they're kind of looking at her like, oh, this bitch is crazy. And so it kind of moves on from there, right? And so it's like, if you look at the levels of the joke is both women with short hair are masculine.
Yeah.
Like, short hair is always a choice for women to be masculine. Like, if you're comparing it with G.I. Jane, that's what it is.
Mhm.
Like, short hair jokes aren't funny for women because women should be allowed to have short fucking hair. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
where's the funny in that?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so yeah. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like it was a bad, in poor taste and not even good and not
Yeah.
relevant. Like, so, and a
Yeah.
slap. Open hand slap, like he had perfect form. Like that was the most gentlemanly
It
thing
was so
could
beautiful.
have done.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was
Yeah,
gorgeous.
those
And I
sliced
do-
up and everything.
Yeah. And like
It was
I just want to
classy.
say, well, that's the thing. The whole incident was classy. Like if I saw people at a bar and one just went smacked and the other one said, I took it like a champ and like moved on, like that would have been like cool.
That's a
You know, it wasn't like a
raw
full-on brawl.
Yeah.
Like, and Chris Rock did take that. He took that with his chin. Like
Yeah.
kudos to him too for like realizing his mistake in that moment.
I think
Yeah.
it was shock mostly because he was like, holy shit, he actually did that. Like,
Yeah.
I knew he was going to
Yeah,
walk
he
up
did.
to me, but didn't know that was actually going to happen.
I would have lots of people would have been knocked out with a slap like that,
Right? He stood his ground.
He stood his ground and he made a good comeback after, like I can't remember the line exactly that he said
It's
right
like I got
after.
smacked the shit out of by Will
By
Smith.
Will Smith,
Yeah.
and everyone just laughs. And it's just
Yeah,
like,
Will
yeah,
Smith
just
just
move
smacked the
on.
shit out
Like,
of you.
move on. This shouldn't even be in the news. Like, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have even known about the award show if it wasn't for that,
Exactly. That's why a lot of people thought it was staged, is because they've been so boring lately that brought entertainment back. They're just like, we need to do that now.
I feel like
Yeah.
Will Smith is just getting unhinged a little bit. He's just like, fuck everything. I'm just
I feel a little bad for him.
doing my shit,
Yeah. So Alyssa, why do you want Will Smith?
Oh, well, why? Because of, I don't know, just a childhood icon. He came in my head. I had the oh my goodness. I had a
What
bit of
would
an ADHD moment and had the sound playing in my head of Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. And then it was the little techno beat of keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Bow wow. Yeah, that's
See,
a day of
Jessica's
my
yeah,
jamming
life.
out over
I
there.
know the It's good. It's good. What would you ask him? Like what will or like what would you so like you see him? I'm curious.
Yeah. I'd probably one, ask for a hug. Two, can you adopt me? And three, probably just ask. What else would I ask? I don't know, for $5. No, probably not.
$5.
Well, $5, Will Smith.
$5.
Alyssa over here would like $5, please.
She
Get
needs
him,
lunch
get him to
money.
sign it,
Yeah.
It's got a $5 framed of Will Smith's signature.
But yeah,
Turn that $5 into $50 with that autograph.
exactly. Like,
Easy. Yeah.
ooh, what would I ask him? I don't know. Yeah, just probably the three questions.
No, it's
You know,
good.
we
It's
have too
good.
many.
What
I
about
like
you,
Will
Don?
Smith. I always liked him.
Oh God, I
Yeah.
don't even know. I don't idolize too many celebrities, believe it or not. Like I used to when I was younger. But they're not my idols anymore. Like Eminem, I used to love his rap because okay, he's controversial and back then he was a bad guy. Let's be real. But now I mean, I have respect for him a little bit, like his political views I'm on par with him. He did step up and raise his original daughter and then his two adopted daughters. I didn't like the way he shit talked his wife, however, but I don't know, he has grown up. And but I liked him for obviously not good reasons back when I was 14, just because I thought he was hot. But he is a lyrical genius. He really is. Like the way he raps and his words. He's
His words.
well, no, because like
I like his words.
he raps random words that you wouldn't use in a rap. There's one about it, like a medicine. I don't
He's
know.
like a linguist.
Yes.
A linguist.
Well, it's
yeah.
like the whole like nothing rhymes with orange, door hinge. Like, and that's I don't remember what his other answers were, but that was one of his rhymes for orange.
Yes.
Was door hinge.
Yeah. What I don't know.
Bill
I guess
Nye, the science guy. Anyone still like him?
I used to like Bill, but he's not like. See, my biggest issue is as the people I idolize grow up, and then I find out they're terrible people.
yeah.
And then it's like I know me. I would be like, "Hi, God, I'm so curious to like have dinner with this person," and then I would ask them all about the terrible stuff, and I'd like debate them on it.
Well, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I would
wouldn't,
love
though.
epic debates with my heroes. David Suzuki, love him. Miss Frizzle, love that bitch.
Oh, cartoon characters. We're doing cartoon characters now too.
Yeah. Well,
Then I'm having Eric Cartman come to my table because just that. I just want that kid there.
I want Ruby Gloom. I want to find out why she's so sad.
Oh, Ruby. Maybe she knows the real world that we live in.
and then we could dress all goth and go to dinner, like
Oh.
theme it.
I love goth aesthetic.
Oh my God, me too.
I know, me too.
It's
I
just
can't
so much
pull it off.
work. I just don't have the energy for it.
Yeah.
You have to accessorize so much.
People who inspire me, people who's put that much effort into a look. Like I can't.
I barely find clothes that fit.
I'm wearing
Like I don't get to pick
onesie.
my style. The style kind of picks me at this point.
Yeah. Comfort picks me.
Yeah. That too.
Speaking of gothic, Bailey Sarian, I love her. I would sit with her.
I would join. I like her too.
who is that?
She does the makeup and mystery.
Yeah, Murder Mystery Makeup Mondays.
Okay.
She also does the Dark History podcast.
Yeah.
So she's been talking a lot about like racial histories, like the Tulsa race riots and stuff, which is like really good because a lot of people don't know about that stuff. So yeah, she's educating the world and looking beautiful while doing it.
Yeah.
Good
like,
for her.
Yeah.
And you know me, I used to love using makeup. So I just want to like sit with like makeup tips and then talking about serial killers. Like that would be great while we eat.
Jenna Fish. Wait, what's her name? No, sorry. What's her name? Jen. Fuck.
Jenna Marbles?
No, Jamie French. There we go. Jamie French. I would love to have. She's another YouTuber that used to do makeup. Now she's not always does makeup. I was watching her while Sonia was over for the live stream.
Oh, I love her. I've only
I
saw her
know,
twice.
right? Yeah, she reviews like movies and like old MTV shows
Oh my
and
God,
stuff.
I know what we're talking about now. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm part of the cool kids, I promise.
No, it's so good. Okay, all I do is consume content, Alyssa, like every day, whether it be books, articles, podcasts, or TV or YouTube. So don't feel bad if you don't understand what I'm talking about, because half the time I'm like explaining the stuff. Just as like random.
Of who or what we're talking about anyway.
I just watch too much stuff. That's all it is, all the time.
TV all the time. I'm watching Stargate for the 100th time in my life. Like I am rewatching stuff from my childhood. I haven't caught up to the last decade yet. One day.
One day. Did you guys ever watch Ready or Not?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, the movie.
It's
the horror
coming
movie.
back with the original like actors, like the two original girls, right?
Really?
Yeah, it's coming back. This
Are you
is not a
sure?
drill, guys.
This
Yeah.
is not a drill. This is not a drill.
Drill. This is not. I
No,
repeat.
the
this is
two
not a drill.
actresses like posted. Okay, hold on. You guys talk. I do this sometimes where I Google in the middle and they continue the conversation. Cool.
But now we're just gonna be awkward about it.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
we're put on the spot, Jessica. Like,
You guys can ask questions too.
I don't have any questions.
Right?
I got a stupid question. What's your favorite color?
I don't have a favorite color.
Is yours
As of
blue,
June-
Alyssa?
okay.
I'm just curious.
Sorry.
Because
Just
you're wearing blue, your hair is blue.
as of June 2021, the show is in preliminary development for a reboot series.
Yay!
Real.
It's real.
Real.
It's real. You know who inspires me? My kids, because they're very young and they came out as whatever LGT, whatever they're
LGBTQ+.
yes, but like they're all different. So like that's what I don't want to out them. It's not anyone else's business what they are or what they identify as. So I just want to say that they have all come across and had their own battles with that, and they are amazing for it. So they inspire me.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
amazing. Like any child that's able to do that, especially with like, I mean, I hate like the way some laws are starting to change to
Mm-hmm.
be a bit discriminatory towards that. Any child that comes out, like it's so brave.
Yeah. And like we tried to give them an environment where they don't have to come out, and they didn't really come out to us, but they're coming out to other people, and they're not really getting positive responses.
Oh no.
And then, so like it sucks that we gave them at home such a safe place to be themselves and express themselves and not have to put labels on their life. But when they go to family and friends and they're not very understanding, it's pretty shitty.
Yeah, that's really
So-
hard because you can't protect them from everything.
Nope. They just gotta live the world and know that sometimes people can't change their views no matter how much education they're given. So it's shitty.
Sucks.
They inspire me every day. Little soft, squishy words are not fucking working.
No, they're not. They
Well,
never work.
I also find when you're like trying to like you're being emotional or whatever too, your brain just jumbles up the words and you have an edible on top of that. So
Oh my god, I've had a few, but like usually I can power through and talk. I'm just having a hard time today. The fucking hot flash and the holy shit. And then
That's-
the other words too. Like
I told my son to Zeus a lemon yesterday because I meant to say zest and juice, and I just combined them. And I just said Zeus the lemon.
that's
Just
a good
Zeus it.
word.
But did he
Yeah.
understand what you meant? Like, was he like,
No,
yeah, okay,
no.
I'll
I had
use
to
it.
I had to reiterate that I meant zest and juice, and then he laughed at me.
But
But
I'm gonna use it.
yeah,
We're gonna juice a lemon.
Zeus the lemon, Zeus the
Cheesecake,
lime,
Zeus
yeah, Zeus it.
Speaking of
the naan
cheesecake,
and the
Sonia, you
coconut.
need to make some cheesecakes.
Come
next
to my
time.
house.
Yeah, I'll start walking. I'll get there.
Right. It's really hard to travel and make cheesecakes when I'm traveling.
Well, then make it when you get to your destination.
I'll just come to your house. I'll mess up
Fine,
your
come to
kitchen.
my house. Use my kitchen. I don't care.
All right.
She doesn't care as long as she gets cheesecake.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's all I
cleaning it
care.
up, so you know.
That's fine. I'll do
Not-
the dishes if you bake. It's fine.
Perfect.
Or I'll make Nicholas do the dishes while you bake. Like, I'll have a system. Don't you worry.
All right, as long as I'm not cleaning, I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
So I may have to then share it with my said son. So I don't know if I really want to do that. Maybe
Not
I'll
if we
eat the
eat
cheesecake.
it fast enough.
Yeah, and then put him to work.
That's right. Eat it.
He doesn't need to know what he's cleaning up.
That's right.
Yeah. Just be like,
Yeah,
yeah, there's
right.
some dishes there.
You tell him it's spicy, he won't like it.
No, he loves spicy. He
No.
loves spicy. He loves
You
sour.
tell him
I like. There's
it's
nothing.
too spicy. It's too
He
spicy.
is a
You won't like
garbage.
it.
He's a garbage disposal. He'll eat everything. So no,
You
I
lie.
can't do it.
Fucking lie.
I
We're
lie.
never told to lie to.
My son's on a I need to just test everything quick because I think he like realized that sometimes I do lie about how food tastes so that he doesn't take it.
Oh,
So now he's just like,
no.
no, I want to have a little bit. Like let me try. He had a sip of coffee the other day because he's like,
Ooh.
no, that creamer says caramel. So like I know what
I
that
know that's
tastes
good.
like. Let me have a sip in your coffee.
Did he like it?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no! And so it starts. It begins.
I'm so sad. I'm sad for you.
I
My heart's
know.
broken for you.
Now you're gonna have to make him coffee. I did that mistake with Nicholas. I made, I got the Oreo kind flavored, the international
Oh, yeah.
Oreo creamer,
Mm.
and I had it in the fridge. And Nicholas looks, he's like, I like Oreo. I was like, okay, I'll make you a coffee with it. Sure enough, every morning then, right before he had to do online schooling, Mom, can you make me a coffee? I was like, Greg, no, you make me a coffee. What?
Yeah, just teach him how to make it. Like that's like Ernest can make my coffee now.
If you guys are watching, YouTube's on Saturday.
He's
I just
struggling.
didn't make it.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna put this up a little though.
Eyes up here. Eyes up here.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Don't
fine.
look.
I think we are almost finished anyway. If anyone else has anything else that or any other person that inspires them or anything they want to know from everyone else.
I'm inspired by Alyssa's courage right now for joining us today. That
I know.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
we talk too much. So like we understand.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes I
that's
don't say
okay.
much either.
No, it's okay. I was just enjoying the company. It's an adult conversation away from my cough
Sort of.
problems. I'm good.
Everyone thinks it's salt.
We talk about kids being like annoying all the time.
And
Like, I think
assholes.
in every
We
episode
mention
it's
kids being
mentioned.
assholes all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could probably change our name to Kids Are Assholes and people would know.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, they are assholes. As soon as they see
Relatable.
Parents to
Really?
assholes. That's our new
Yeah.
one. Like, opinion lushes are parents to assholes. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. There's a difference between saying your kids are assholes and then calling your kids assholes to their face. You know. There's-
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
don't
god.
do that.
Just want to point that out. People are like, I call my kid an asshole all the time. Garbage.
Okay, hold on.
That's still bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't say to Nicholas that you're an asshole. But he is 15 and he is a teenager. But I'm like, can you stop doing asshole things?
Well,
like,
that's always you don't call your kid bad.
right.
You
Right.
just
Yeah.
mention that behavior is unacceptable.
Right. You're doing bad
Exactly.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
like, you're not like,
that's what it
hey, you're a douchebag. Like that's not what you do.
have I done that?
You know
Or
what?
I
You
may have.
can learn. You can
You'll
learn.
find out
Granted.
when your kid takes you to therapy in like 10
Yeah.
years.
So
That's right.
it's
Like
a
the
repair.
remember that
way.
time, Mom, when you called me a douchebag? I'm like, yeah, I did. You were being a douchebag. So what's up?
Yeah.
No, what you say is, sorry, I'm embodying my mom. You say, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. That's not what I remember.
That's
not
not
how
how
I
I
remember
remember
it.
it. You're remembering wrong.
Yeah.
You're actually over exaggerating the situation right now.
Yeah.
You're
Like-
over exaggerating. Like,
You're being ridiculous.
stop playing the victim. You're
Yeah.
always playing the victim. Like, it's like, yeah,
Don't-
maybe because
Maybe because I was.
Oh my god.
Or
I might
like
have been.
Kara gets, your mom is putting words in your mind. No, no, I'm not. It's your mom's fault.
Telepathy.
Right? Yeah.
Words.
It's always, yeah. He's a bit of a narcissist, so whoever else can have the blame gets the blame. Like that's just how it is. But your mom did it. And then they're like, no, I know you did. Fuck off. And then you gotta pay for therapy. Who's paying for therapy? Not that asshole.
I know. Oh my gosh. So fucking expensive. Okay. What
My kids'
inspires me?
therapy
Wait, okay.
inspires-
Last I just want to finish this. What would inspire me as a politician who fights for free therapy? Like actual therapy, not like shit
Yes.
therapy. Like
Right?
all therapy is just covered. Like it's an OHIP
Yes.
thing. Like
Mental
that would
health,
be cool.
Like all mental health, not just
Yeah, not just specific therapies or specific, like, no, just if you're a licensed therapist, you should be able to offer free services under OHIP. That's it.
Yes.
And so if any NDP members want to bring that up, I would very
They're
much
more
inspire
likely to
you. Would
do
very
it.
much
If
inspire
anything,
me.
they want that. So
Some of them do, but yes.
majority, I think majority, that's their thing.
If you live in Southern Ontario, near Niagara region, Pathstones, kids get free therapy. No ifs, whats about it. You don't even need to show your health card or tell them your address or anything. Your kid's having a bad day, mental health, Pathstones in Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
That's a good plug.
Good resources.
Yeah,
Resources.
They're amazing. If you have extra dollars, donate to Pathstones. They didn't ask me. I just love them so much. They've helped my kids so much. So
They inspire us.
they
Thank
inspired
you,
my
Pathstones.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Pathstones.
Okay, well, thank you so much for listening tonight. If you have to call in sick to work, do so.
Yes.
If you're sick or hungover, because some of us are sick and some of us will be hungover.
Sometimes we'll be a little too hungover. That's right.
And thank you so much, Alyssa, for joining us today.
Yes,
Thank you for having me. It was lots of fun.
She's a loyal fan, so
Yeah, I am.
Every single one.
Yes.
Yes. And the YouTubies.
And the YouTubies.
yes, you'll be able to see Alyssa on YouTube the Saturday after this episode airs. So please check Opinionated Lushes out there. And thank you so much and have a good evening and drink responsibly. I always feel like that's
Good
needed. Good night.
You never
Right.
follow it, but drink responsibly.
Okay, I'm not ending the recording in case we're like, I don't know what
Okay, yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
plan is, but that's not the end. My is the end.
That was your, yeah. We're usually a lot funnier, and we miss it. We always tell the best jokes. And it's-
Yeah, so we started recording extra, and like I said, I'm gonna use some of this banter to like make a mini like bonus episode just to test our Patreon,
Yeah.
just to test it because I don't know how the distribution works there. So once I figure that out, then we can like advertise that. Excuse me.
Does everyone take a drink?
Yeah, oh yeah, drink. Jessica burped.
Oh my god, I finished mine.
That's a good thing. That means
Yeah,
you
they
did
did
a
good.
good job. if you don't have anything to drink after, you did a good job.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't really have half a drink because I started drinking at 5 because I was nervous.
There's nothing
happened.
to be nervous. Okay, like I mean, we get nervous too. Like, I mean, you saw my intro, but the joy of it is if I can get the sound good, I can just like edit it to make you sound good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
Jessica's like
fine.
amazing editing skills.
Most of what I do is just cut out gaps and then cut out like stutters or reverse words and just bring everything closer together so it sounds like we're like ripping real fast when really there's a lot of like huh, yeah,
Or me, I'll be like, yeah. Like,
okay,
because Jessica will go on, and I'll be like, yeah.
no, I don't mean to go on and on and
No,
on.
I know
I'm
you
sorry.
don't. It's just
It happened.
it
It
happens.
happens. I usually
It's
edit
good.
like my bits out too. So like they're always like shorter. Like I take like an hour recording and I turn it into like 40 minutes. So
I was sweating too much today. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sweating too now. Like
You're contagious.
I have makeup on and I'm like pink. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to open my window because the neighbors are right there and they're like having a fire tonight and they're just gonna like hear me because I can hear them, so I know they can hear me.
Oh, Alyssa's making us all a snack. Oh no.
Oh, I was like, snack?
It's bartender show with Alyssa.
She could do that too. Like, if we get recipes, she can make, bartender videos.
I know, Alyssa, you could make us
Yeah.
bartender videos to post.
Yeah, if you do it,
So
because
if I
it'd be great. It'd be great for our TikTok.
Yeah.
So if you make like that video, then just send it to like Donna or Sonia, and they'll put it on our TikTok. I do think Alyssa running should be.
On her
I
way.
think just cut it, just her running, like don't and no nothing else, just her running, and then just put like in the corner like POV, and then somewhere you're running to, and then just leave it like that, because then it's just like 4 seconds of,
Or like you could do
well,
like
she's like, and then
point
it's
of
just a
view.
POV. Yeah.
point of view, opinionated luscious is on.
Yeah.
So, like you're running. Yeah.
And you could make a bunch. You could use that same clip and just change the POV every once in a while.
Every day.
just use the same like
Point of view, forgot to wipe after my shit.
There you go. Just meme it.
Are you doing 50-50? Because that's what we do in this house.
Yeah, we do 50-50s.
It's just boring. Like,
Oh my gosh, I love. If I had have known
Her
her
shirt?
shirt.
Yeah.
Luke's Diner.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I also am a very fond one of my other podcasts that I listen to is the one done by fucking Scott Patterson. Because he has a podcast where he rewatches all of the Gilmore Girls.
Does he drink while doing it?
No, and it's called I Am All In with Scott Patterson. And he watches, like, he's never seen the episodes because he doesn't he's one of those actors that doesn't watch the work he's in because he's too busy doing the work. Especially when you're on a TV show because you're working that whole time.
Yeah.
So there are a few episodes he had seen, like premieres and stuff, but he didn't see like a bulk of them. So he like rewatches them. And then he's like, oh my God, I didn't even realize, or I don't know. And then he brings like guests, like some of the other actors and stuff. It's really good. Anyways.
I think all actors should watch their shows religiously because as somebody who watches shows over and over and over again, I could find plot holes. And it'd be nice if the people watch the shows, they would be like, hey, my character wouldn't do that.
But the actors can't really, like, the actors get some say when they're bigger actors. But if they're like depending on where they are on the scale of acting, they don't generally get to say anything. So it's more like writers.
Those writers need to watch the show. Like
directors, editors.
Remember what you're fucking talking about. If I can remember your line from 15 years ago, you should be remembering it too.
Yeah, like you've had to rehearse that line. I didn't, and I remember.
Right. I just watched it. Like, what happened to Ben in Friends? We all need to know. We know he stopped going.
What happened to that kid?
We all know.
Well, in Boy Meets World, Sean has a sister.
Yeah,
for like
in one episode.
Yeah, and then he has a brother for like more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what happened
the sister doesn't appear. She's only on the phone. Like, he calls her to ask about hair dye advice because he's dyeing Corey's hair. Never see her, like, never hear of her again. He never mentions having a sister again. Just that one time he had to call his sister about hair dye advice.
Yeah.
So
the Voldemort thing of we don't talk about the sister.
Now I'm just trying to think of other plot holes that are like big plot holes.
Many. Now I can't think of them.
There's a million in Twilight. There's a million in Twilight. Like, that's just
I know none of you guys watch Euphoria or anything.
No,
but there's like a picture of the family, and there's like an extra brother, There's only supposed to be 2 boys, and there's 3 boys in this picture, and that's an Easter egg.
Is the egg defined?
It's called an Easter egg when there's like
I know.
things
Yeah.
are- yeah.
I'm
So-
a big gamer. I know what Easter egg.
I
well
love
then.
Easter eggs on old DVD menus. You never
No,
like
I've
the
never.
remote? What? Shrek has like a bunch of them.
Yeah, no, I've never.
The Harry Potter? No, okay. Well,
Okay. She's like, what? No, okay.
Since the internet has been easily accessed to homes, I've always downloaded everything. I'm one of those people. Sorry.
I didn't like have a computer like until I was like older.
Unless
Yeah.
it's like stuff I like. So I'll watch it, and if I like it, I'll buy it. I preview the item, and if it's amazing, I buy it.
Do you buy it in a different color? If you like it, do you get it in a different color?
It doesn't come in different colors.
It's the TikTok sound, Sonia.
Listen,
I
apparently
haven't seen that TikTok sound.
You
not on-
haven't? I'm gonna have to tag you
No.
all in a bunch of them.
I have a stash of, speaking of Easter eggs, and I hide them from my kids because they're spicy.
Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually spicy chocolate out there. You could
Well,
get
it's just-
that. Get a
It's just
spare thing of spicy chocolate, and then when they ask, be like, "What? That's spicy?" And then you give them the spicy chocolate, the chili chocolate, and then be
My
like,
kids
yeah,
have
I wasn't
autism. They
lying."
just listen to me.
Well, okay, my lyric, my daughter, obviously, she she had chocolate for Easter, and I think this is kind of like the first Easter where she's really had chocolate, and now it's like her favorite thing, and she
Aw.
just keeps asking, she's like, chocolate, and we're always like, after dinner, she's like, chocolate, and I'm like, no, because then you'll just ask for it all day if I give it to you now, so it's after dinner.
You
That's so
need
cute.
to wait.
Yeah, chocolate. I think she said, "Oh shit" today, so she like fell and went, "Oh shit," and I'm just like,
Caleb lately, he's been just like playing with his blocks, and then he'll be like, shit, as he's doing it, and I'm like, you know what? It's a word. You know what? My parenting bar's that low that I'm like, yeah, speech.
yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
that's that's
Whatever
pretty
word's
much
a
it.
word.
Yeah,
Right?
so I'm just like, keep it up, buddy.
I mean, Lyric talks, so it's her vocabulary is limited, and we have to talk to her in like specific ways.
Yeah.
Well, she understands after, so a lot of like our speech, we always try to use like after, like we can do this after this kind of thing.
Yeah.
'Cause she understands that one word, and like stuff like that. But so it's getting easier for her to like ask for things.
Yeah.
And she kind of understands sentence structure, which is great. Like she'll be like, can I phone?
Yeah.
Because she's trying to say like, can I have your phone? Like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, Caleb understands when I talk. I know he does.
Mhm.
He just doesn't want to repeat what we say. He
Yeah.
doesn't care. He'd rather point. It's too much work for him.
Yeah.
He's like, no. But he understands if I'm like upstairs to your room, he will actually go upstairs. I mean, sometimes he throws a fit when he does it, but he'll do it. Like he knows what I'm saying. I'll be like, go get your boots. He will actually go get his boots.
I wish Lyric will do that if it's something she wants to do.
Right.
Like if
well,
it's
yeah,
something
that's
she
the
wants to
thing.
do, that she's like, I know exactly what to do for that thing. But if
Yes.
it's something, if I'm like, go get your shoes, no idea. If I say, do you want to go outside? She goes, yes, and grabs her shoes. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, like it can be selective like that too. Yeah.
yeah.
And like
Yeah.
kids that are like on the spectrum, a lot of people don't understand that just because they are nonverbal doesn't mean they don't know what you're saying.
Understand. Yeah.
Well,
Like, that's
and
like a-
nonverbal doesn't even mean not communicating.
Right?
Exactly.
Like I keep I explain that to like people in autism groups all the time because I hate when they say like, oh, my child won't communicate with me, and I'm like, talking is not communicating.
Yeah.
I know plenty of
Right?
people that talk and they can't communicate worth shit.
Yeah.
So like,
Right? Find out how they communicate. If it's words, is it tapping? Is it direction? Will they direct you to where they need
Yeah,
to
are they
go? Like,
pointing? Are they, like there's different ways to
Lyric
communicate.
understands pattern recognition really well and has a very good echo. So we just use that to teach her patterns with words because she
Yes.
can echo words really well. So when we taught, like, she can count to 30 and she knows the alphabet. She knows how to spell her name, and
Caleb
we do
knows how
that.
to spell his name.
Yeah, and I just realized she could recognize patterns really easily. So
Yeah.
like when we did the alphabet, it was like A, and then we go A B and then she'd learn that B comes after A, and then we go A B C, and then she learned that C comes after B comes after A, and then we just kind of like ran through it, and then eventually she figures it out, and now she just like knows, and she knows like she memorizes YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So if you ask her, ask her a letter and go, what's like, what starts with J? And then she'll be like, I don't even know what starts with J right now. That would be in a fucking kid's video, but a jelly bean. And she would just like say it. She'll be like, oh, J is jelly bean, because she were like memorized it. Now Psy, Gangnam Style, fucking Psy.
I'll be right back. I have to go to the
thing.
washroom, you guys. You guys can continue talking though.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Lyric's favorite thing is Psy right now, to the point where I'm gonna dress her up as Psy for Halloween, I think.
That'd be great.
Yeah, like she puts on the sunglasses, and she went from first doing the Gangnam Style dance where she just kind of bounced, and now she's full on jumping to the beat to do it, and she's doing all the moves, like she has to do the walk, and she has to like.
That's so cute.
It's so fucking funny, like, and she just like does it all the time, like all day, and she listens to not just. Okay, have you guys know Gangnam Style, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
Yes, it was kind of like a phenomenon. Psy, the guy that does that song, so many better songs. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I never listened to Psy, and then all of a sudden, like, obviously his songs are playing after, and I'm just like, he's so fucking good. Like, these songs are so much better. Like, why didn't these songs get
very
big?
talented artist, and just got that one song. Like, people need to go back and listen to Psy.
He has another song called I Got It From My Daddy, because his dad used to do dance, and like that's the kind of joke. And like Lyric always does, and she's like, I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is so good.
So you know how earlier I was on fucking hold for Swoop?
Yes.
Still there. Still on my fucking monitor here, waiting. I don't think they have anybody who works there.
Well, yeah. Or they're all out sick. They're 3 employees.
Yeah, it's supposed to be online is 24 hours, 7 days a week. And I've been here all day.
They're like, no, that's just the internet. Like,
yeah.
Customer service.
And they're like, the fastest way to connect 24/7, send us a message on social media. This is Swoop, people. Anyone listening, fuck you, Swoop. All right. So like,
when do you need to know by?
Well,
like, or fix the issue by
May 20th. It's not that many days. I've been trying for like a month.
Oh no.
And
I was gonna say you have time.
I've been trying for a month. Was able to talk to somebody once, and they told me it wasn't going to be an issue because it just needs to change the spelling of the last name. And they said it won't be an issue. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I should get confirmation, like find out who I talked to. And that way, when they go to the airport, they can just be like, oh, Melissa said it's fine. So then now I'm trying to get a hold of somebody, and it's non-existing. Like, I got a hold of somebody once a month ago, and their system was down for a while. I don't think they have anybody who works there. And now I've been waiting. But like, for them to fix it for me, there's a charge, by the way. If I get somebody on the phone to actually fix it for me, it costs me an extra $15.
Oh my god.
I've been waiting here for a week. Like, why would it charge me $15? You owe me all day.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I would say. I'd be like, guys, I would have paid the 15 if you had done it right away. Now I've waited all this time to the point where that $15 isn't even covering my time. Like,
yeah, like
minimum wage is almost $15. Like,
right? Like, what is happening here? Like, give me a job, Swoop. I can do this little online thing where I don't have to talk to fucking people. Give me a job.
And you can do it at home. Like, a lot of those internet chat people, like, they're for working from home.
Right? Swoop, give me a fucking job, please. And I will do this. I'll fix everything.
Swoop, there it is. Swoop, there
it's Swoop.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah. She's going Swoop, there it is.
You said Swoop. I know. And then I said,
it's a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it
Do the
is.
whole song. Do the whole song from the beginning and go.
Oh, I don't know the whole song. I just know that
What?
piece.
What? How do you not know the whole song? Come on.
Okay, you
I
go,
thought- I
Sonia.
thought
You
it
do
was
the
for, like,
whole song.
Yeah, I can't. It's my day off.
I am actually retired
Yeah.
from singing.
It's like I retired on a high note. My kids loved my singing. Mary had a little lamb 15 years ago, and that's when I retired. That was my professional singing career was when my kids were little, and it was amazing. To them, I was a fucking rock star. Couldn't
Yeah,
get them
you were.
to be like, "Mom, sing us this song." They're like, except for their favorite song was like "The Hole in the Bucket."
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
there's a
Oh.
hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza.
That's
That
Liza,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
My son made me sing him Jingle Bells as a lullaby for like 4 years, and I'm only now just being like, maybe he's autistic.
Just
We got
maybe.
the epilepsy down, the genetic disorder down. Maybe there's something else there.
Maybe. You're too busy with other stuff.
Well, I was like, okay, you know, like he never had a social. Oh, he has a social issue. He's never had a communication issue.
Yeah.
So that was
That's what the problem with Kara was. Like, since she was very communicatable.
Mhm.
Yeah, is that a word?
Communicative.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, communicative, yeah.
And then they're like, no, she just has all these other different things. She's
That's
not.
hilarious because like for Lyric, they did no assessment. She came in and her eyes were closed and she wouldn't open them, and they were like, that's weird. And they were just like, okay, that's autism.
That's it. That's all it took?
That was it. We were in there for like 15 minutes, like
That's
with the
so
doctor. Like the doctor was, and like I think I said like hi, and then Lyric said hi while she's like cuddling me and her eyes are closed, and the doctor's like, yeah, she's probably autistic. Does she talk more? Oh well, maybe she's level 2. I won't know until she opens her eyes and talks more. But we're definitely autism. I'm like, okay. They're like, does she make eye contact? I'm like, yeah, when they're open. He's like, well, they're not open now, so I can't say that she does. And I was like, okay. Like that was her literal autism assessment. It was just basically her eyes were closed and she repeated me once. And
well, that's a great doctor because it took me 10 fucking years and I had to pay for private assessments several times out of me, not her douchebag father. Yeah. Yeah. So like years I had to fight for this kid's diagnosis because she can, like, even though she's shy, like that's what they say, right? Oh, she's shy.
She's shy, yeah.
She's shy. She can talk very well above and beyond her peers. Like she's like adults, whatever conversation, talks way better than me. Though this is not a hint of how she talks.
No, but Ernest is the same way. He knows so many words. Like his vocabulary has always been bigger than his age, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So they're like, oh no, she doesn't got autism. But now people are finally seeing that that's not what autism is. It's like all her sensory issues, all like anxiety, all like everything else like that under an umbrella, right? It's everything together.
Well, my favorite thing about autism is that it's genetic. So it really made me look back at like my childhood, my behaviors, my history, and it's like, oh shit, like that fucking fits everything.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, and then I look at my I look at my dad and I'm like, oh my gosh, that also fits him too. And here, Alyssa, this is funny. So my parents are shit. I mean, I kind of alluded to that, but my parents are shit. I texted my dad that him and my brother are possibly autistic. My brother's like 19 now. My brother, 18 years old, came to my wedding and had to have the kids menu. Like he had to eat a kids meal because he wouldn't eat if it wasn't something specific. Like our kids' meal was literally chosen for something my 18-year-old brother would eat. Okay.
Oh.
And my dad said my 18-year-old brother can't be autistic because he's too cognitive and empathetic. Okay. And then my dad proceeded to say he's not autistic because he passed all the tests. Because his autistic girlfriend at the time, who also worked with kids of autism, also thought he was autistic, but he just passed because again, he's too cognitive.
Mhm.
And then he said
The isms.
autism is like Buddhism.
Yeah, all the isms, they all go together.
All the isms are all
Right,
equally as
I was
valid.
like, what? So alcoholism is the same as autism? Like,
Yeah, that. But, oh, by the way, this was his birthday message to me. So that's always my favorite thing. Is like that was the moment where it's like I stopped being really sad, and I was just like, wow, he's just a fucking idiot. Like
Yeah.
now I'm just
Now
like,
you
oh
gotta
wow,
feel
he's
bad.
just stupid. Okay, like that
Yeah.
makes it easier. Like okay,
It
he's just
does.
dumb.
It's just dumb.
He's just dumb.
Yeah. That's what I have to tell my kids whenever someone doesn't understand them. I'm like, they're
Yeah.
just fucking dumb. Like
Yeah.
you
you
can't
fix stupid.
you can't fix stupid.
You can't do it.
Stupid is as stupid does. You
Yeah,
know?
you just can't fix that shit.
Yes, yeah. And like and that's not intelligence either. That doesn't have anything to do with IQ.
No.
It's how you adapt. If you can't adapt and learn, like, or in your
Evolve either.
in your way, in your own way, because like
Mhm.
there's different levels of that. You're
Yeah.
fucking dumb. Like if you're just going to
IQ's fake anyway. I mean, the
Yeah.
Yeah.
biggest determinants of how high your IQ is where you live.
yeah.
So like that just shows like by zip code, like literally in the States by zip code. Like if you're one zip code over, like your IQ average is drops just based on where you live because
Yeah,
of
that's
things
crazy.
like poverty, you know.
And
that-
and it's not like measured correctly either. It's just like math, how well you do at math and patterns. That's
but
it.
it's not in like the IQ. The average is always supposed to be 100. So as people get smarter, the IQ actually like changes because the average is always like it's supposed to be a bell curve, but it's never measured as a bell curve. Like it's never measured properly.
No.
Well, because we live in idiocracy. You see that movie?
Welcome to Costco. I love you. Yeah, Alyssa, if you
Yeah.
haven't seen that, that's actually a telling of the future.
That's gonna happen. It's on its way.
Yeah.
It's fucking. It was not meant to be a prophecy. It was
Well,
supposed to
that's-
be a funny movie 15, 20 years ago. And it's just like, it's now.
It's
Well, Terry Crews. What Terry is his name? Terry Crews.
yeah.
You know the big guy.
Yeah, that's
in-
right.
yeah. He's the mayor of Costco.
Yeah.
He's the president of Costco. Sorry, he's the president.
Is he for real? Now the president?
No,
what?
In
That'd be
Idiocracy.
amazing.
In Idiocracy. No, in Idiocracy, he's the president of Costco.
Listen, Terry Crews, can you please buy Costco? Like,
Yeah.
you're an amazing actor. Can you please buy?
Although the current CEO of Costco, I don't mind because he at least has always paid his workers more. So
Yeah.
they've always been a couple dollars ahead of the minimum. So
Yeah. Ontario's Costco is pretty. I don't know here. We only have the two. I don't know anybody who's ever worked there.
yeah, you gotta start making friends, Sonia.
I do. I need some Costco discounts. Do they have discounts?
Yes, I think so.
Probably. Oh, they have the business one.
Yeah.
If you get the business Costco card, because
The
we used to have
exclusive.
it when we don't have
Executive.
it anymore. Yeah, but we used to have it, and basically they take a percentage off of how much you spend every year.
Yeah.
And then every shopping trip, and at the end they give you like a percentage back, and usually that covers like at the minimum it'll cover your
Your-
like membership for the following year for free kind of thing. But
But you have to spend quite a bit to make it worth it.
Yeah,
which
I know. I
we
just
do.
usually get it. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't.
it's the $300 to $400 store, you know.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
do still do that. Like, I can.
But you
get
only
a-
go like once every few months, right? Like
Right, yeah.
It'd have to be monthly.
Yeah, you'd have to do
At
it. Like we
least.
did it. We went and shopped once a month there. So
Yeah.
like when we had, we don't have the executive anymore because we don't go there often anymore. So we like share
I
on Chris's
should've.
parents' account.
We should have done it because me and David would go like every 2 weeks, like
Yeah.
sometimes
You
twice.
go,
in a
to, you
week.
go to Costco so fucking much.
I did. I haven't gone in a little bit, and I've been in like Instacarting everything now.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
from Walmart and Costco. So like, because I don't want to leave my house, and I can get both delivered to my house for free.
Remember when you used to be so scared?
I was scared of that because I like to shop in person to see the sales, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm
they
old
do
school
so
like that.
good.
They
They
do.
like
They
you
do.
usually get a really good Instacart person who's like works for their tip.
Yeah.
Instacart people need to get paid more if you're listening.
Yes.
Instacart.
Yes.
Instacart, Uber, DoorDash, like any of those courier services, they are
Yeah.
getting underpaid.
Yes. But these like people will like take pictures of like the produce and stuff. They're like, oh, like you wanted these bananas, but like there's a sale on this like the organic bananas and
Yeah.
they look better. Like they'll ask you, can I like swap it? It looks better.
Yeah.
Mine
Yeah.
automatically just swap it for the better deal. Like they don't even ask me anymore.
I've
They
had
just-
some ask when they're not 100% sure. Generally, if there's like a perfect equivalent, they'll just swap.
Yeah.
But if something's like maybe the price is slightly different or whatever, then they'll ask me sometimes. And I feel like that's probably happening more and more because people get mad. Like boomers
I think
get mad.
if it's more
Fucking
money, they'll
boomers.
ask you. But if it's less, they tend not to because they're like, I'm saving this person money.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because I'll see a lot of the times like price reduced. I'm like, all right, fuck yeah, like
Yeah, I like
that's what I'm
reduced
talking about.
prices. Yeah, give it to their tip.
Yeah.
No, it's good. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording now.
Okay.
Ready? Anyone else want to add anything before I stop? I mean, the episode's over. This is just added sound bites.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
How's that cold medicine kick?